Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. Severe weather running across the region tonight. Our first alert storm team has been tracking these storms throughout the day. Justin Fanfarelli has the latest on the storms. Justin?
And thank you, Alexandra. Good evening, everybody. The good news is most of the storms have weakened well below severe limits right now and are exiting our viewing area. Let's take a look at what we have. First off, most of us staying dry around the region. We do have some showers into Lake of the Woods County, some showers from Jamestown down toward Ellendale. And we're tracking the thunderstorm activity out of North Dakota into South Dakota right now. If you are watching from South Dakota in portions of Marshall and Roberts County, over the next half hour or so, you could have some wind gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour. As soon as that moves off to the south, we will be done with these storms. Temperatures around the region ranging from the lower to mid 70s, so still a mild evening, a little humid, but the humidity is finally starting to break. That wind flipping around from a southerly direction to more of a westerly direction. Wind's not that bad, 10 to 15 miles per hour in most areas. So we do have mostly cloudy skies, maybe a shower or rumble of thunder during the overnight, but most of us staying dry as we fall from the lower 70s into the upper 60s. Now we're going to cool down. We were into the lower 90s for the day today. We're going to be into the mid 80s the next couple of days. We're going to have more sunshine, less humidity, but it will remain active with more chances for some showers and thunderstorms. We'll tell you all about that coming up a little later on in the newscast.
Thank you so much, Justin. And as many as 80% of the holiday firework displays in large cities and towns were canceled this year because of the coronavirus pandemic. That's likely the reason why the National Fireworks Association saw a record number of people buying their own fireworks this year. Valley News Team's Courtney Lockie talked to some shops in the Valley who say business is booming.
The still raging pandemic convinced many to stay home over the holiday weekend. It made for packed parking lots and empty shelves at places like Star Fireworks and Horace.
This year seemed to be very crazy. A lot more sales, just a big turnout for people buying fireworks.
Owner Johnny Starr calls it the perfect storm. A Saturday 4th of July, a cooped up winter, and several show cancellations. He says they saw a 96% increase in sales from last year. And the most one person spent on fireworks at this store? $6,200.
We have a little girl. She's about a year and a half, so she obviously goes to bed, before it gets dark out. So we couldn't really go see any shows.
Ben Stell said and his wife are just one of many that'll be hosting their own show this year. Over the weekend, fireworks could be seen for miles from Horace to Moorhead.
We thought we'd stop and grab a few fireworks and, go about it that route in the next day or two.
It's a lot of work sometimes, so I think maybe the parents will realize that this is a lot easier, it was affordable, it was safe, and let's just do it again.
In Horace, Courtney Lockie, Valley News Live.
Star Fireworks will be open tonight until midnight. Store hours outside of the holiday season are typically 9 to 9. Fargo police are investigating reports of gunshots following an accident. It happened near the 4700 block of 16th Avenue South in Fargo. According to police, witnesses say a gun was fired at a vehicle with several people inside. As the driver was attempting to leave the area, the vehicle crashed into some garages at 4710 16th Avenue South. There were no gunshot victims, but there were minor injuries due to the crash. Officers found evidence of the gunshots on and around the vehicle. The suspects and victims know each other. There have been no arrests made at this time. Do you have a question that you'd like to ask Fargo's next chief of police? Well, now is your chance. The city of Fargo is calling on the community to provide potential interview questions. This applies only to residents of Fargo. To submit your question, you're asked to fill out a brief survey online by tomorrow at 5 p.m. We have links to the survey on our VNL News app. Just search for this story. A Cass County Sheriff's Office employee is on administrative leave because of a Facebook post. The Cass County Sheriff's Office told us they were made aware of a post on the employee's personal page that has drawn the attention of Native Lives Matter. The Sheriff's Office is investigating the post. In a statement, Cass County Sheriff Jesse Johnner tells us the Cass County Sheriff's Office does not condone the behavior or comments and expects all employees to maintain a high level of professionalism at all times, treating everyone regardless of race, gender, ethnicity, fair and equally. No one is hurt after an RV caught on fire on Highway 2 today. Minnesota State Troopers responded to a vehicle fire at Highway 2 and 116th Avenue Southwest just after 2 this afternoon. All the people in the RV got out before it caught on fire. The lanes were temporarily blocked for cleanup. The accident is currently under investigation. 4th of July is known to bring road accidents. North Dakota Highway Patrol reports that they saw 6 crashes this holiday weekend. 2 crashes were fatal accidents. Compared to last year's, 0. 20 drug-related arrests were made. 17 people were stopped for a DUI. In total, 747 traffic stops were made. Some Minneapolis neighborhoods are challenging the reflex to call 911 following George Floyd's killing. So what happens if they become the victim of a crime? David Schumann asked them.
When Toby Miller's home was broken into, her mind turned not to her stolen wallet, but what made someone want to break in the first place.
I'm thinking systemically, not in the moment anymore. I can replace all that stuff. They got some extra money out of it. That's just what happened. I canceled everything. That's just what happens. That's life.
She and several neighbors in Powderhorn Park share the feeling that police put people in danger, especially people of color, so they've agreed not to call 911 anymore. It's hard to say exactly how many people are in on this, but Toby and Sarah Larson both guess it's at least a few dozen.
We don't want to put our neighbors at risk. So, a cat's up in the tree. Maybe I can call the Humane Society instead of the police. Someone's having a mental health crisis. Maybe I can call someone who's trained in de-escalation.
Even in cases of violence, they also question if cops help.
We've had incidents of gunfire in the neighborhood, and then those people are gone by the time anyone can get there.
I don't think that the cops are necessary with regards to the things that we've encountered around here.
I think increasing a presence of citizens, increasing a presence of hopeful and helpful people on the street to engage directly is more of this proactive, preventative force.
Both women acknowledge this way of thinking won't be accepted by everyone. Just a couple blocks away, people told us how badly their neighborhood needs police.
We have shootings over here all the time. That's all I've been hearing is shootings.
The defund the police movement is complete bullshit as far as I'm concerned.
Toby says she respects people's fears. She and Sarah believe their decision is a step toward remaking society for the better.
People won't be robbed at gunpoint because we'll have started changing systems that people won't need to feel the need to rob at gunpoint. That's the problem.
This is a section of Powderhorn Park that's very liberal, but they don't speak for all of us.
The neighborhood put together a master list of community resources that they say can be used as alternatives for dialing 911 for various issues. The North Dakota Department of Health has released updated COVID-19 numbers. There are 37 new positive coronavirus cases in the state Sunday, bringing the active case number to 412. 11 of the newly reported cases are in Cass County, 9 in Burleigh County. 22 people are currently being hospitalized for the illness, while 3,324 are listed as recovered. No new deaths have been linked to the virus, so the death toll still stands at 80. The Minnesota Department of Health is now reporting 519 new positive cases in the state Sunday, bringing that total to 38,136. They're also reporting 5 coronavirus-related deaths, bringing the total to 1,471. 1,115 of those deaths happened in a long-term care facility. 33,408 people are listed as recovered and no longer needing to be in isolation. President Donald Trump has signed legislation extending the deadline for businesses to apply for a loan under the Federal Protection Program. It passed just hours before it was set to expire on June 30th. PPP was established in March as a part of the coronavirus relief bill. More than 4.8 million small businesses applied for $520 billion in potentially forgivable loans. Officials say there is $130 million of PPP loans left. The deadline to apply for the program is now August.